What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Next Gen Career Mode. This is episode number 64, and we start today's episode by seeing that Borussia Mönchengladbach have matched a £1.2 million counter offer for Hossa, guys. So the Japanese midfielder looks like he's on his way to Borussia Mönchengladbach, which is fine with me. And also we put a new bid for Eric Durm of £1.3 million plus Van den Berg, but they just don't seem to want to accept that. So we put in a new bid eventually, and we'll wait and see what they say. But as you can see, Chelsea have rejected a bid for Andre Schürrle as well. They want £13.3 million plus Wagner. Hossa guy has been sold for Borussia Mönchengladbach for £1.2 million. And also we do put in a new bid for Andre Schürrle here as well, because he is a player I really would like to get hold of. And we put in a new bid of, I think it was £10 million plus Wagner, or 11? Okay, £11 million plus Wagner. And we'll wait and see what Chelsea say. If we can get hold of Schürrle, because I wanted him last year and I'd like to get him again, but as you can see, we'll have to wait and see. But again, they're not happy with it. They want £15.8 million, which is hilarious, because before that they wanted £13.3 million. Now they want £2.5 million more, so I was like, that's just not fair, is it? So we offered him, I think it was £12 million plus Wagner, okay, £12.5 million plus Wagner, and we'll wait and see what Chelsea say. And as you can see, they did actually accept this one. So finally Chelsea have accepted the £12.5 million deal plus Sandro Wagner, and we'll go ahead and offer the guy a contract. So we give him, we don't actually give him a squad status, because I wasn't really sure whether he'd be a first team player or not, but we offer him a contract and wait to see what they say. And also Borussia Dortmund have matched the, have said the transfer offer for 1.4 million, transfer offer for Eric Durm of £1.45 million plus Van den Berg wasn't enough, or no, they wanted £1.45 million, that's what they wanted. We said we'd give them £1.4 million plus Van den Berg, and they accepted it. So there you go. God, I got that so wrong there, didn't I? We offer a contract to Eric Durm, and we'll wait and see what he says. He looks like he could be coming in though, but Andre Schürrle is coming in. That's what you need to know, and it is quite a big signing. It's it's not a massive signing. He's not like an 85 plus rated player, but he's an 81 rated player. He's very decent, very quick, 4-star weak foot, 4-star skills, only 25, so room to grow. And yeah, he can play on both the left and the right wing, but he also can play more central as well. He's got the stats to play there, even though it's not listed in his positions. I'd have no doubt, I'd have no problem playing him through the middle or as a striker. And as you can see, I do actually have him playing as the CAM at the moment. Kevin Volland's dropped to the bench, so I don't have any problem playing him out of what is known as his in-game position, because he does have the stats to play there. But I am thinking about possibly putting Royce into the centre, making him more effective playing through the middle, and having Schürrle play out wide on the right, but I'm not sure just yet. But also Eric Durm has signed his contract as well, so Durm comes in for £1.4 million plus Van den Berg, and I'm perfectly happy with that deal, because even though he is going to be a reserve left back, he's only 23 years old, he's got potential to grow. He's only 71 overall, but I'm confident he will grow, and he could be a decent squad player for us anyway. But we do take on Borussia Dortmund for today's game, and yeah, I was really excited for this game away from home at the Signal Iduna Park, and it's going to be a massive game. So as you can see by the league table, we've cut the gap to just 2 points at the top against Dortmund, and if we win this game, we go top of the table for the first time this season. And also it was interesting seeing Van den Berg getting straight into the Dortmund lineup. He can't even get on the bench at my team, but he's into the first 11 for Jurgen Klopp straight away. But yeah, we do take on Dortmund, and it's a massive game. This is probably the biggest game of the season, so a massive game here, and hopefully we would be able to come out as winners. And the first chance the game would fall in the 19th minute here as Schmelzer finds the former Dortmund man Marco Reus. Reus plays it back to the former Dortmund man Schmelzer. The two link up here down the left hand side. Reus beats his man here down the right hand side. He takes aim, but it goes just over Weidenfeller's bar and out for a goal kick. So he almost took the lead early on this game. Then in the 30th minute, William Carvalho slides it through towards Andre Schürrle, making his debut. He picks out Marco Reus. Reus down the left hand side here. He takes aim, but again he can't score. Weidenfeller denies him, and it's still 0-0. But a very encouraging start to this game. It really was. I wanted to win this, not just get the draw. I wanted to go top of the table for the first time, and a very encouraging start. But in the 40th minute, Dortmund almost made it 1-0. Dzeko tries to catch Ter Stegen out, and for a moment I thought he did, but thankfully the goalkeeper did tip it wide the post and out for a goal kick. Out for a corner, sorry. That was how the first half would finish. In the second half, Dortmund almost made it 1-0, just past the hour mark. Blasikoski went forward, but thankfully Ter Stegen bails us out, and it is still scoreless. And from the corner, Gundogan is standing over it, and eventually eventually he will cross the ball into the centre, picks out Subotic, but his header hits the post and we get the ball away. So, in the first half it was, us attacking and Dortmund defending. In the second half it was Dortmund attacking and us defending, and they were looking very strong. And in the 69th minute you see Bastuba go for a challenge with Dzeko. He gets taken down and he stays down, he's injured, but Dzeko plays on, he crosses the ball in and Mkhitaryan hits the post and we get the ball away. And Dortmund for the second time hit the woodwork, and thankfully it is still 0-0. But from that we go on to break. Schürrle finds Lasogga. Lasogga finds the former Dortmund man Marco Reus. He's all alone, no one's going to catch him. And he scores. Marco Reus scores with just under 19 minutes to go. And it is Borussia Dortmund 0, Hertha Berlin 1. And it is the former Borussia Dortmund man who makes it 1-0. And I just love the goal as well. Look at the way he opens up his body here to finesse it into the far corner. That was so nice. But it was a brilliant breakaway. Reus goes through 1-on-1. Pitschak isn't a slow right back, but he's never going to catch Reus. And it is a really good finish. He opens up his body. He finesses the ball into the far corner. And it is Borussia Dortmund 0, Hertha Berlin 1. So Dortmund, who had hit the post twice in the second half, they were playing a lot better. They were caught out by a quick breakaway, a quick counter attack, and it's Reus who gets the goal, and we are 1-0 up here with just under 19 minutes to go. And in the 82nd minute here, you see Schmelzer get on the ball down the left hand side. He gets tackled by his man, who goes down the right hand side. A really good chance here. Again, Schmelzer makes the challenge, but again, I give the ball away. This time with, I think it was Reinhardt here. The tackle was made. It comes to the run of the number 23. His first shot was blocked, but his second one finds the back of the net. And Dortmund leveled the score with just over 6 minutes to go. And it was unfortunately how the game would finish. Dortmund 1, Hertha Berlin 1, and I have to say, a draw was a fair result in this game. Both teams played really, really well, but a draw was a fair result. There's no doubt about it. It is disappointing knowing I can see the scrappy goal with just a few minutes to go, but it's a fair result, and you can't complain. It would have been nice to win the game and go top of the table. I should have done so. I should have defended a lot better, but sometimes I make mistakes. That was one of them there, and unfortunately I got punished for it. So a 1-1 draw. It's not a bad result, and I guess you just have to look at the positives really. But anyway, it was then time for transfer deadline day, and we'd done the business we needed to do. We'd managed to get hold of our players. Schürrle came in, Eric Durm came in, and that was all I really wanted to do, to be honest. I also saw a few players leave on the loan list, and that's all I wanted. So there you go. A big came in for Marcos Roca. It was £1.2 million for our right back from Werder Bremen. I think we actually asked for £2.5 million for them, just to try and barter with them a little bit, but he actually came back to us and flat out rejected that. And it's very rare you'll see a club do that when the counter offer isn't ridiculously unrealistic. It's very rare you'll see the club come back to you and just flat out reject that. Usually they'll say, well, we won't pay that much, but we'll pay you this much. How about that? Instead they just flat out rejected it, and that was quite surprising. It really was. But anyway, transfer deadline day was going to end in any second, because you can see here I was just clicking the advance button every single time. I had no money to work with, and I didn't really feel like I needed to, sell any players and alter the squad and make it imbalanced again, because the squad's fine. The squad's really fine. We haven't lost a game in a very long time, and we're playing really well. We're still in the hunt for that Bundesliga title. We are still in the Champions League. Things are going fine here at Hertha Berlin, and I really didn't feel like we should make any changes because everything is working out okay. We may as well stick with the squad we've got. We've made a couple of good investments. Eric Durm will go for the future. Schürrle is a very decent player. I really don't feel like we need to change anything, and that's why we didn't, basically. That's why I didn't do anything on transfer deadline day other than just advance, because there's just no need to, really. The squad is perfectly fine, and I definitely still feel as though we should at least be able to win at least one trophy this year. Whether it's the German Cup again, whether it's the Bundesliga, I don't think it'll be the Champions League, but you never know. I still am confident that we're going to have a good season, and the first half of the season's been really good, and we just need to keep it up, basically, and we should be on our way to another successful season here at Hertha Berlin, because we have had two very good seasons. We really have. The first season was really good, the second season was really good. We just need to make sure the third season finishes off quite nicely as well, and if it's anything to go by, the first half of the season has been really good, and hopefully we can repeat this in the second half and just keep playing really well, keep the pressure on Dortmund at the top of the table, keep on doing as well as we can in the Champions League, and keep on going in the German Cup, and everyone and the board will be all smiles. But here's a look at the squad report. You can see how the players are doing. Reminder, squad report and the full league table is shown at the start of every single calendar month. Kevin Volland's now up to 80, isn't that lovely? And yeah, the squad's looking really, really nice. Lasogga, the big beast, 89 overall. The team just looks really good, and this is why I didn't want to do any big business on January again, because I didn't want to have the same problems as last year, and it seems perfectly fine, and we should be okay till the end of the season. Here's a look at the league table, 2 points behind Borussia Dortmund, and yeah, things are looking very, very good as things stand here with Hertha Berlin. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, because it's much appreciated and it really does help my channel out. And I'll see you for the next episode of my Next Gen Career Mode very soon.